La Raza Unida Party was formed in the January of 1970 in Crystal City, Texas by Jose Angel Gutierrez and Mario Campean. In 1971, the Northern California chapter of the Raza Unida Party released a document called Party Platform on Chicanas. The document describes ways in which the party planned to ensure the inclusion and empowerment of Chicanas within La Raza. It goes into specific detail about 4 facets of Chicana lives that must be improved and how La Raza intends to go about accomplishing them. These 4 areas, childcare, work, birth control, and education, are experienced uniquely by Chicanas due to their singular position at the intersection of racial, sexual, and economic discrimination. Within the topic of childcare, the party describes that free childcare centers must be made available in schools and workplaces, and that they will not only provide childcare, but also medical care and education. In the work section of the platform, the party demands an end to pay inequality, citing the fact that women are paid less than half of what men are for doing the same job, and that Raza women are paid proportionally even less. The document goes on to say that job openings in all areas should be offered to Raza women with a salary that meets the standard of living. Lastly, the platform demands paid maternity and paternity leave. In the section on birth control, the party demands that clinics distributing information about birth control and abortion counseling must be community controlled, and that women receiving this information should be well informed about side effects of any procedures. It then says that no woman should be forcibly sterilized or have to undergo a forced abortion, and that it is ultimately the decision of the woman and no one else whether or not she wants to have a child. Forced sterilization and abortion of women of color, particularly Chicanas, has been an ongoing injustice throughout the history of the United States that has largely been ignored in U.S. history education. Chicanas and other women from low-income groups were sterilized under forcible conditions. In some cases, doctors withheld information about the permanence of the procedure, told women that sterilization was necessary for their health, or said that their welfare benefits would be cut if they did not agree to the procedure. According to a newsletter from National Women's Health Network, these abuses were fueled by fears of overpopulation, specifically population growth among communities of color in the United States. Mexican-origin women in particular were stereotyped as having large families and pouring across the border to drain the U.S.'s financial and social resources. The final section is on education, in which the party demands that women be recruited into schools and supplied with counselors and tutors hired by Raza with the intent of keeping women in school and thinking about options for various areas of academic pursuit. The final item in La Raza's platform on Chicanas is as follows. Part of the education of our women will be dedicated to the study of the history of the oppression of women within the framework of our background, and to the study of the role that Raza women have played in the history of our people. The emphasis placed on the need to teach women about the history of the oppression of Mexican and Mexican-American women shows how important the party feels history is to the creation of a Chicana identity. The fact that La Raza felt that Chicana issues could be categorized into 4 areas, childcare and birth control within the domestic sphere, and work and education outside of it, is telling of the larger Chicano movement's attitude towards Chicana identity. While La Raza heavily emphasizes a want for Raza women to be educated and enter the workforce, by making childcare an issue unique to Chicanas, the party is indicating that women are the ones responsible for taking care of children. This reflects a major facet of the Chicana movement, which places women at the center of the family structure and stresses the importance of family ties. In the search for racial equality and the formation of a Chicana identity, La Raza's statement provides interesting insight into the connection between race and gender identity in the Chicana movement. By identifying that Raza women face their own set of issues due to their identities as women, the party acknowledges that systems of oppression work together. By pinpointing women as the primary source of care for children, the party indicates the greater Chicana movement's emphasis on traditional family structure, while its demand to end forced sterilization and abortion shows how important the party feels it is that Chicanas have complete autonomy over their bodies. The demands set forth in this document provide a foundation for a quest for justice and equality that has helped define the Chicana identity and continues to drive efforts against racism today.